What's up, everybody? trueeevil here, and tomorrow we're getting a Reconfigure event where we can reset one character for free and use crystals to redeem for 2 more resets if we want. And if you haven't reset Lian yet, I'm going to talk about why I'm personally going to reset her and would recommend everyone else to. And that is because right now on the banner, we have Holden, who is just a complete upgrade from Lian. And let me explain why I also think Lian is just not a solid choice anymore. And I did before in the first week not use my reset on her, mainly because I didn't pull Lily, so I couldn't abuse Messiah the way some other people have been doing. And we get these 2 duplicates on her that makes her have those 5% increased stats and 12% crit damage, which is really relevant, especially when you can pair her on a color, and just made me want to use her in PvE more than Messiah at this point. The thing, though, is turn meter steal got pretty nerfed on a lot of the threshold bosses, as well as it's just not useful enough, I think, on its own to really warrant her as a character. Just because you need a lot of utility in this game, you need like very specific things for fights, and Holden is just going to have so much more utility and more practical uses in this game. So I think Lian, unfortunately, is just not going to make the cut, especially because of how random this skill 2 is. Now, it is a super nice skill, and I have definitely just absolutely demolished people in PvP with her, and I really wanted to have her upgraded for like a Fury Edge Void kit just because I'm playing bruisers, and it's just nice to have that one pocket cleave character that can really punish them for trying to do very specific things to counter me. But Holden is just, I think, miles better. He has this AoE that has a D-spell, and more importantly, it has res down. Res down is a really important debuff in this game, and I think Marvel is currently the only other character with it, and since turn meter steal got pretty nerfed, as well as Marvel's kit got nerfed, Holden is just the #1 best character in this video game for doing this, as well as he has this D-spell. Now, you do need this to be level 3 to make it worthwhile, and yeah, when you crit, it's technically 100% at level 3, but for PvE bosses like Terramatan, especially in in-game, you're going to want a piece of effect accuracy to make it actually hit, because if you've been dealing with in-game stuff, it's like, one effect accuracy piece and color advantage at 100%. Sometimes it's just not enough, so definitely going to want to make sure this hits, as well as this attack is just going to be miles ahead better, because even though you're going to get up to a 60% turn meter, like this is only going to do about a 40% on Terramaton, the amount of damage this does is just so much better than Lian's skill 2 in most situations, and having this innate counter attack execution mode is just, when we have an advantage like this where we can get a complete upgrade character on the banner and just use those resources one for one on that character, I think we have to take advantage of it. So unfortunately, I think this is the way to go, and for me personally, this is going to help my account because I am making a bruiser account. So it is nice to have a upgrade character and someone who works really well. The only downside of having Holden on my account instead of Lian is that Lian is one of the most attractive waifus in this video game, and her thigh-high stockings really make my day a lot better. And unfortunately, Holden is just not doing it for me with this like shirtless thing. I'm really not a fan of this like shirtless husbando vibes. I'm really trying to get, these Hoyon characters and these Freyas. And those are the units I really want to be using, right? But unfortunately, because this game is a little bit more difficult than a lot of other gacha games, I do have to go metagaming. So unfortunately, we are going to cry in the insides and level up this Holden. So let me know if you're also planning on doing the same thing, or if you've already reset Lian, and who else you're thinking about using the reset for. So that's it for now. See you guys next time.